I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even say another session of Roland's Recap. I'm in front of a man who has really taken MMA to a level that is not even exponential. It's in another stratosphere. We want to welcome you to another session of Roland's Recap. We have none other than Mr. Allen, and I'll say his middle name is Mr. Mohler. Allen, how you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing terrific.
You know what? It's a pleasure to be here. We're here. I want to tell you, first off, before we get started, we're at 939 West Sandy Lake Road, Suite 400 in Coppell, Texas, the thriving metropolis of where, you know what, MMA is rattling the ground. The cage, they already knocked it down. They're trying to get another one up. Can you tell you that? But anyway, Allen, I tell you what, it's, you know, I've been around boxing, and I've seen your boys come out and box, Mohler boxing, the whole 9 yards. You know, it's an honor, first of all, and a treat to meet. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know this. This man was a 2008 North American Grappling Association Instructor of the Year. Congratulations. I know it's belated, man.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did that feel? What did you, tell me something about it.
I think no matter what field you're in, you know, you're working hard, you're hoping you're doing the right thing. You go to work early, you leave late, you work 6, 7 days a week. You might even put so much energy and effort along the way, you might lose a wife or two because you're paying more attention to your business than you should. But eventually it pays off when someone recognizes you and goes, wow, you know what? You're pretty good. You know, and so that was a really nice slap on the back. I'll be quite honest with you. Dallas, Fort Worth is huge. A lot of really great coaches, instructors, assistants, you know, that make things happen.
Yes.
And for that huge tournament to come to Dallas and recognize me and go, you know what, wow, this Allen Mohler, he's putting out some screaming talent. Let's recognize him. That was a really beautiful moment in my life, to be quite honest with you.
Well, Allen, you can't sidestep what you just said. First of all, the humbleness and the humility that I know you have. Walking in, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what he said, it was an honor for him to have us here. I'm going to say, no, it was an honor for us to be here, but that's a humbleness he has. But you can't sidestep what you just said, the talent that is coming out of you. Tell me some about some of the talent. I know you've got some great amateurs. You've got some beautiful pros out here, and you're making some noise. Tell me about those names.
Well, you know, I mean, there's really, gosh, too many to mention, but let's talk about some of the upcomers, the new talent, or what some people will refer as new blood. Okay. Well, we got Jason Sampson.
Yes.
Chad Scully, who's 7-0 right now as a pro fighter. You got Johnny Bedford. You got J.J. Holmes, who I'm expecting huge things out of. You know, 3 of those guys just tried out for the Ultimate Fighter show. Right. And, you know, all 3 made it through the interview. And probably early next week, someone will make that show. So that's pretty enormous in itself.
Huge.
We have, of course, old talent. We got Marcus Hicks that still trains here. We got William Capizano that still trains, and the list just goes on and on. I tell you, the whole fighting thing, the whole MMA, has gotten so big for us that we had to start a fighters-only class, just for fighters. Wow. And that's 3 times a week. We don't have it listed on our schedule. It's a 3-hour-long class, and we concentrate an hour on Jiu-Jitsu, about 40 minutes on wrestling, and the rest is dedicated towards sparring. And that way these fighters get to train with just themselves. You know, they're getting me as their coach, they're getting the wrestling coach, they're getting people to look over their sparring, and then most of all, they're getting to intermingle no matter what gym they're from, and they're getting some serious cross-training to help prepare for shows like yours.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what? You know, you said something. In the middle of this, I'm going to do something I never do. What's the email address here? What's the website? Tell me all the contact information right now. Yeah, the email address is
mohlerjitsu@aol.com. Okay. The website is www.mohlerjitsu-jitsu.com.
Gotcha. And phone number. How about
phone number 214-738-0640.
I tell you what we will do, just to make sure you get that right, Sean, let's make sure we put that at the end of our video, if we can do that, to make sure they get this, because I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn about MMA, you want to learn how to defend yourself, you want to become a scrapping, grappling, boxer, fighter, whatever it is, I'm going to tell you, this man right here, no holds barred. I've got a feeling the rear naked choke will pop out right quick, or you know what, maybe even a guillotine, baby. But an arm lock, an arm bar, I don't know, man, a leg.
I need your personality, that's what I want.
Well, I tell you what, I'm getting excited right here, and I want to step off into something else about what you've done. You received your black belt in Jiu-Jitsu from Romero, Jakar, right?
Yeah, you know, that was another probably huge moment in my life, because I had been training for almost 10 years. I mean, that's a friggin' decade.
Sure.
And again, to have someone like Jacare recognize me and say, you know what, this boy's pretty good. I think he's one of the hardest people to get a black belt from. Put out probably more world jiu-jitsu people winning than anyone else. And for him to say, you know what, Mr. Mohler, it's time to slap a black belt.
Wow.
That was an incredible, huge moment in my life.
And he received his black belt from the Gracies, right?
Yes, sir. He received it no other than Holes Gracie, which is Hickson and Hoyce's brother. You know, coming from him, he's a 7th degree black belt. I mean, he's one of just a handful of 7th degrees in the whole world. And for him to say, you know what, Mr. Mohler, we're slapping a black belt on you, that was a huge moment in my life.
Well, because if I want to bring some clarification, not clarification, just some more insight for fight fan information. The Gracies are really known as the innovators, aren't they, of the jiu-jitsu?
If it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
Okay.
We owe them a lot. Now, saying that, we've taken something that they've produced, and I think that we're making it a little bit better as time goes on. But all of us owe them a lot, including me. You know, if it wasn't for Hoyce Gracie, who started the whole UFC thing, and his brother Roland,
yes, sir,
and that whole thing, again,
we probably wouldn't be here.
Well, I wouldn't be teaching MMA, that's for sure.
Well, I tell you what, Mohler MMA was voted School of the Year by ESPN. Or what, ESPNDallas.com?
Yes,
is that
sir.
correct? What year was
that is correct. You know, it just happened. That just happened in the year 2011.
Okay.
That was just a couple of months ago. Again, you know, things are just whirling around like a mad tornado. I'm not trying to be you. Like a freaking mad tornado. And it's making me dizzy. It's making my head spin. And, you know, where it's going to stop, who knows? I just know I want to be a part of it. Like you're a part of it.
Yes, sir.
I just want to be a part of it here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And really, my whole dream is to bring all the schools together, unite, so we can make something awesome for the state of Texas. You know, not just me, but I want MMA in the state of Texas to be huge. When people say MMA, they go Texas. That's what I want.
Wow. I tell you what, Mr. Mohler, and I tell you, I call him by his middle name. You notice that, Mr. Mohler. All I can say is right here, is as I start wrapping this up, this is the most powerful interview I've ever done. I've done several of them. Right, Sean? We've done a couple, right? And I'm going to tell you, you are powerful. You are very powerful in your quest for success in something that you have a passion for. I just want to tell you that. I want to let the fight fans, I feel it right now.
I just want his personality.
No. Maybe it's just coming off you. And you know what? I'm not trying to glad hand you right now. I'm just telling you. It was a beautiful. Anything else you want to tell the fight fans? Anything about Mohler Gym? Anything that you just let them know?
Well, again, you know, it takes a lot of people to organize and make something great. And I'm just one small piece of the puzzle, you know, and there's a lot of pieces. But again, you know, if all the gyms in Dallas-Fort Worth could come together and, you know, put everything aside and go, yeah, guys, let's just put out a tremendous product. Let's make that happen. You know, where the fighters can go from different schools and cross-train. For different fighters, they have to fight. Because maybe I don't have a lot of big guys, for example. Maybe Joe Blows has a lot of big guys. He says, yeah, Mohler, bring him over. We'll help get him ready. So that would be a dream of mine in itself. Anything else, you know, is just kind of irrelevant at this time. again, I'm just proud to be part of such a huge thing that's going on in the world of MMA.
I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this up, but I'm going to just summarize what I've just had here. I've had a coach of coaches here. I've had a manager of man. I've had an instructor of instructors here. But you know what I've had more above all that? I've had a man who shows humanity not only for the game that he loves, but for others. And you can hear it in his voice on what he's just said. He'd like to just see this whole thing called MMA become such a force within what we say, delivering the best product. I'm going to shake your hand.
I think Texas can do that too, I really do.
I do too, Alan. Anything else? We're about to close this up.
No, you know, pretty much, you know, you said it all. You know, we've got a lot of great things going on, and it takes a lot of great people to make that happen. And again, you know, I'm a piece of that puzzle, and I'm really proud to be a piece of that puzzle.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you again from 989 West Sandy Lake Road. This man's got me bent over the whole 9 yards because he's got me just drooling right now with what he's just told me. If you want to see some action on your behalf, you want to learn how to take care of yourself, you want to just see MMA at its finest, and if you want to meet a gentleman and a scholar right here, I'm going to welcome you one more time to 989 West Sandy Lake Road here in the heart of MMA itself, Coppell, Texas. Until our next session, we salute you fight fans for supporting us.